Lechem Rabotai, Rabbi Kaba, bringing you ancient wisdom from Jewish tradition you can use in your life. We're learning in the merit of Yehuda ben Michal and all of these sick children. You should all have a complete and enduring recovery. We are in Ketuvot, marriage contracts, page 26. We've been discussing burdens of proof and relying on behaviors that we see to determine people's status or determine reality of what's going on. The Gemara brings a case where there was a young man, we assumed he was a Kohen. He grew up assuming he was a priest, a Kohen. But then a rumor started that in fact his mother had been a woman who was not fit to marry a Kohen. So there was a problem in that marriage and the relationship between the father and the mother, and that would prevent the son from having all the privileges of a priest. So there was this rumor came around, and so the court put him on probation. And they looked to investigate and find out what's really happening. And they found one witness who said the mother was fine. He's totally fit to be a Kohen. So they gave him his job back. He's back to being a Kohen again. But then two more witnesses came and they said, no, there really was a problem between his parents and he's not fit to be a Kohen. So the court put him back on probation, started looking around, and they found one more witness who said, no, there was no problem with the mother. She was fine. He's fine. He's a full-fledged Kohen. So the court relied on the combination of the original witness that he was good and the last witness he was good. So now you have two witnesses against two witnesses, and we'll leave this boy in his original assumed status of being a Kohen. So he gets his job back. And this sounds a little odd. And the Gemara asks, isn't this a bit shocking to other people? Because they're going to see that the court, the rabbis, they took him out of the job, back into the job, out of the job, back into the job, back and forth. Wouldn't this lead people to, make jokes about the court? It would undermine the authority of the court. So Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel says, we're not worried about that. We're worried about getting the truth. We're worried about making the right decision. And we're always making decision based on the facts and the testimony that we have at hand. So if that changes, we need to reevaluate the decision. And we're not concerned people are going to say, hey, you're flip-flopping, you're changing your mind, what's going on? We need to get the truth and get the right decision. That's what truly matters at the end of the day. And this is such a great lesson for all of us. We might have made a decision and then new facts come in, new information comes in, or we gain more understanding on our own. We realize what we're doing is not working so well for us, and we'd like to try something new. But if we change our mind, other people are going to say, hey, you're flip-flopping, you're not reliable, we can't count on you. So there is that tension there. We don't want to offend people. We don't want to look like we're just, very light-minded and easily swayed. But at the end of the day, you have to weigh all the evidence, even new evidence, and if it gets you to change your mind and change your decision or change your life, you need to do that. Because this is how life works, that your own knowledge, your own wisdom and understanding of what's going on in your life will develop, God willing, improve, and you might have to change some of the things you've been doing for years based on new information. So yes, it is important to keep up appearances. In Jewish law, we do have a number of cases where we don't want people to engage in certain behaviors because it's not because they're wrong, but because they look wrong. And other people are going to see what you're doing and run with it or take it a step further and end up doing something forbidden. So we are very aware in Jewish law that human beings are social creatures, and what they see, they tend to emulate, or they tend to learn from at least. So we do want you to be careful of how you present your own behavior to others. However, at the end of the day, what Rabbi Shimon ben Gamliel reminds us is you need to make decisions that are based on the facts and the testimony and the wisdom that you have, even if that means changing your mind 100 times until you get it right. And this is something we all do during life. And what we should do is we should be looking for more information, even on decisions that we've made years ago, and reevaluate if we're doing the right thing, if it's still the right decision, if we can't improve on it, or if we don't need to change to a new path in life. Everyone have a great day. Be well.